Irashaimase!
We are
Cafe Étoile.
I'm Peachy.
I'm Strawberry.
I'm Six.
I'm Cyrus.
And today we're serving up a good old-fashioned Q&A. We asked our Discord to send us some questions and send their OCs for us to draw for today's video. So while we answer your questions, we'll be sketching out the characters of the submissions that caught our eye.
Yippee!
Woohoo!
Yeah, we thought it would be fun to just have a little video where you just take your guys' OCs and draw them. And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The artists in our Discord are posting cool stuff all the time, and we thought it would be fun to give back a little bit.
Alrighty, let's get into the questions. So we have 21 questions here. First question is by Hermit Crab. Do you guys make AU of your sona / characters, and are you fine if people make AUs of your characters? Also, what are your fan art boundaries?
Ooh.
This is a two-parter, 2 questions in one. I don't think we've... well, I guess technically the only AU we've done is the Alice in Wonderland one.
Oh yeah.
Would our Sona videos not just be like AUs?
Oh, I guess that's
like
true.
Like our spider
'cause we do
sonas
have
and
the...
our owl
Oh,
sonas?
yeah.
Wouldn't those be
Yeah.
AUs?
Yes.
And Pokemon.
You're right,
And Pokemon.
You're right.
And Pokemon,
So-
yeah.
I don't know
We've
why
got
I forgot
those.
everything that we have done. But yes.
You have forgotten
We have.
like the best videos we've ever made.
No, literally. Those are like my favorite
just-
videos to make.
It's just because
I know.
I didn't even like think of those as like AUs. I was just like, yeah, that's us.
It's
It's not alternate universe. We exist in Owl House, Pokemon, and the Spider-Verse all at once.
Exactly.
But yeah, we do have AUs of things that we like, and we have made them. And are you fine if people make AUs of your characters? I would be okay with that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that sounds really cool.
That sounds very
I'd
fun.
love to see your renditions of me.
Yeah,
Me too.
I would love to see people's alternate versions of us, whatever they may be. Because we have some more AUs planned for future videos. So we'll
So
also be
exciting.
exploring some more in the future.
And you should watch the other videos that we've done if you haven't yet, because those are very fun, and we like to get into detail in those ones with like story elements and stuff, and where they would actually
Yeah.
exist in the universe.
We go kind of crazy.
I feel like our spider sonas and our owl house sonas went especially hard.
Oh
We
yeah.
did.
We put
Like we made a
lot of-
whole new coven, and everybody had such
Mhm.
cute little characters.
I miss them. I want to draw them again.
They're epic. But yeah, we do have AUs. We do accept it if anybody would like to make AUs, which would be really, really cool. Honestly, I would love to see that.
Yeah.
And fan
That'd be
art
so exciting.
boundaries. No NSFW.
Yeah, no NSFW. It's like,
Yeah.
I guess like the fan fiction boundaries that we set a couple videos ago.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah. I also don't want to be drawn as a man, if anybody ever has that idea.
I would love to be drawn as a man. Certainly not for gender reasons.
Yeah, that's gonna vary between each of us.
Shipping?
I guess.
Well, I can't say I'm not okay with that.
If you guys want to draw like me and my wife, then that would be fine.
I'm the wife, by the way, if
Shut
that's not clear.
up!
Just making that
And then
obvious, I'm
Cyrus
the
is
wife.
the
Together.
hater in the background.
Yeah, or you can draw us all holding hands if you want.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can either draw us all holding hands, or specifically me and Strawberry, and Cyrus has to be there, and he has to be angry about it.
it has to be accurate to real life. I would guess, like, aside from changing outfits and designs, because that would be really epic, or sorry, changing outfits in fan art, stick to the original design as much as possible, like no color palette changes type of thing.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, because
Shipping
we have our
between us is
signature
fine.
colors. Mhm.
Shipping, like, I think shipping with your own OC might be a little weird.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, I think so too.
Only Cafe Atoll shipping, not outside shipping. Or if I like specifically talk about an anime person that I'm in love with, then that's okay.
Yeah, that's
Very good point.
Obvious things are the only answer I can give, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I guess if
Just
there's
be nice
anything,
about it.
if there's anything you're not sure about, you can always ask us directly.
That's also true. Yeah. We
We
are
here to
especially
answer your
accessible
questions.
on the Discord, but if you just make a comment about it, then we'll probably also answer.
Yeah,
Or literally anywhere. We'll answer anywhere, really.
yeah, we're pretty good at checking our social media, keeping up with stuff.
Alrighty. Question number 2. By Crayola Took My Kids. That's a nice name.
Oh, hope you got
Do you
them
guys-
back.
Hope you found your children. Anyways, thanks for the question. Do you guys have any OCs that you absolutely adore? This can be yours or another Cafe Etoile member's. Just curious. Aurelius, she is my Pookie Wookie bear.
Good answer. Good answer.
We've talked about her before, and I will not stop talking about her. That's literally my wife.
She's beautiful and wonderful, and I love her.
I miss her so bad. I have to think about this for a second. I have
My
so
Dirge
many.
from Baldur's Gate. I love him. I love him very much. I think about him all the time.
What was his name again? Hesperus?
Hesperus.
Yeah. He was very beautiful.
Yeah, he is beautiful. Another DADOC. Calliope will always have a special place in my heart, I think.
I love Calliope. Calliope
She
is
is
baby.
she is my little precious
Yeah.
baby girl.
She's my daughter. I do really like my vampire OC Eevee. I feel like I draw them the most out of any other OC I have. I don't think I've talked about them on the channel before though, but I've had them for a long time and they're my baby. Also just any of my D&D characters, TBH.
Yeah. My D&D characters
Oh,
specifically
Chaya.
have a very special place in my heart. Yeah, Chaya.
Chaya, my fairy character Chrysanthemum, which Peachy has drawn before with Calliope.
I have.
Aw,
It's so cute.
There are a couple of little fairy buddies.
not any of mine that I like super adore. Like I draw Valerie all the time, but that's because she's like my comfort character, I guess. Like for me it's really easy to draw her, and like I feel like I can experiment more with the pieces that I draw her in.
That makes sense.
But I love all of your guys' OCs. Every new one that comes out, I'm like, I bow down.
The
I
OC
kiss the
just dropped.
floor.
I
I
also
love all of your guys' OCs also.
like my baby girl Lucy and
Yes.
Oh, I love
little
Lucy.
baby.
The baby.
She's so
We're all each other's
cute.
biggest fans.
Literally. Alrighty. Question number 3. Oh, also by Crayola Took My Kids. Crayola Took My Kids submitted a lot of questions.
Wow. Thank you for the
Um,
enthusiasm, Crayola.
What's your current fandom obsession? Any recommendations?
Ooh. Hades
Dungeon-
2.
Hades too.
Dungeon Meshi in all caps.
Ooh, also Dungeon Meshi. Yes, yes.
I need to read the manga, but man, this group of little weirdos is taking over my brain.
All my scrunglies. Very good
Stuff-
if you love fantasy and RPGs,
stuff
anime,
them all in my
of
pocket.
course. Hades 2 is a very good, what is it called? Roguelike game that is in early access right now. I think it's going to be in early access for a year. But it's already so good, as Supergiant Games usually is. and I have already made it to the final boss. So good.
Dang.
I love Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
I've been
I wish I
playing.
could say Baldur's Gate.
I have 1,000 hours on the game. This is not even an exaggeration. I actually have 1,000 hours on the game. It is my favorite thing ever.
By the way, also Zelda always.
Oh, absolutely.
And no one is surprised.
Okay, and then we have one more by Crayola Took My Kids. Are there variations of your sonas? Parentheses, for sona version, pony sona, etc.
PG has a troll
So
sona.
glad you asked.
I forgot about that.
Yes,
He's so cute.
Sorry.
I do have a troll sona.
That was
You were
just
so quick to
immediately what I thought of. when I mentioned, like the first sona, pony sona, I was like, troll sona is like the next best thing, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say that. It's just so funny how you just it just came out of your mouth so fast. Yeah, I do have a troll sona. Specifically because my friend told me to make one. And I don't know, my friends told me to do something and I'm like, okay. Cause like I can't even say I'm like that heavy into like the Trolls fandom or anything, but it was fun.
Yeah.
Like it was still fun. But I'm probably not gonna draw them again because I just I don't go there, you know. But I loved the recent Trolls movie and it was very fun making my little cake themed troll girly who sings rock music.
As it is right now, I don't have any like alternate versions of my sona aside from like what we mentioned before with different AUs. But that sounds so fun. I don't even really I didn't watch My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, but I am very enamored by the idea of like a pony sona.
I literally suggested that recently and no one said anything.
I am
Would you
also
guys-
intrigued by the idea of making a persona, but nobody else is on my side about
Not
this.
going to make a persona.
Sorry, brother, that's not happening.
You guys are
I'm
haters.
open to the idea.
Aha!
I'm not a hater.
I'm just not a furry.
Let's make that very clear. Yes.
Well, neither am I, but I think that
Well,
personas are
that's
very
up for
cute
debate,
and
I
fun,
think.
and I think that they always have really, maybe not always, but they always have they have really cool and unique designs. It's so fun.
Pineapple CEO says, "Are you guys going to do art fight this year?"
Probably.
Yes.
I don't know how to answer that. I might.
What?
I'll try.
Oh.
But realistically, over the past few years, I've only done like one attack per art fight, so.
I don't know if this is a art fight year for me, just because I have a lot of other things I've been wanting to do and have been meaning to get done recently.
Yeah.
So it might not be in the cards for me. But I'm very excited to see what the teams are gonna be.
Always
Oh, yeah.
excited to see what the teams are gonna be.
Yeah.
What I think I'm just gonna do what I always do for art fight, which is try my best. So I'm gonna like put my references out there and save some people, revenge some people.
Let's see. Next one. From Grimshark, we have, are you guys all in college? And if so, what are all your majors? Also, what is college like?
Did not attend school after high school.
I was only in college for like 2 years collectively.
I went to art school for 6 months. It was supposed to be a full year, but literally the pandemic struck like mid-year. And I don't know, like I have mixed feelings about the experience because I missed out on a lot and I don't think I got my money's worth because of the pandemic. But I did still learn a lot and I made a lot of friends that way. and I wouldn't say I regret it. If you want to go to school, though, that's up to you, because at the same time, it might be a little overrated.
Yeah. I mean, I want to go back to school eventually.
Yeah, because it's expensive, right? Like, I would like to go back to the school I went to because I enjoyed it, if it weren't so freaking expensive. Because
Yeah.
I really want to learn 3D and animation.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. There's a lot of really good resources online, and you can teach yourself stuff for free.
Yeah.
Yeah, art school is a little bit of a scam, not gonna lie, because you pay a whole bunch of money to get skills that you could get in a regular art program at a regular school.
Yeah.
And college nowadays is so freaking wishy-washy that, like,
Yeah.
it's not even guaranteed that you'd get a job after you finish if you did go to, like, an official art school.
Yeah.
I did learn a lot. It was a very cool school. I feel like it was different in that it specifically set you up for the concept art pipeline, and like simulated what an animation studio might be like. But are me and 99% of my classmates still jobless? Yes. Do I still kind of feel like it wasn't worth the money? Yes. So I would say, like, use your own judgment on that. And don't feel like you have to go to the best of the best school or go to school at all. Because it depends more, especially in art, it depends more on your portfolio and unfortunately on who you know nowadays. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely focus on connections than trying to go to the best school possible.
Because the connections that you have in the industry are going to help you a lot more than a degree will.
Yeah, college wasn't bad for me. It just reminded me way too much of, like, I mean, I only got to be there also physically for like a year before the pandemic hit, and then I just kind of like did not want to go back. But it was an interesting experience up until the point that it started feeling a lot like high school. And that's all I'll say about that. Anyways, next question. Also from Grim Shark, what are your favorite things to draw?
Beautiful women.
Literally.
That's a pretty
Big
consistent
ol'
answer.
personalities.
6! You gave me a heart attack. I was like, what?
I also
that was
love
so
women
funny.
with big old personalities.
I love drawing big eyes.
Yeah.
I like drawing my OCs.
Yeah.
I don't really like
That's fair.
drawing.
I also like drawing your OCs.
I don't really like drawing fan art or anything. I really, really just like drawing my own stuff.
I'm so bad at drawing my OCs, but I do like drawing them, like, in theory. Like, I really like character design more than, like, the actual, like, OC aspect. So I just like drawing. I really like drawing good character designs. And I like drawing magical girls. It's my favorite.
I like drawing D&D characters a lot. I do a lot of D&D character sheets for me and also like my friends that I play D&D with. I do them as commissions.
Yeah,
I
plug
also really
that.
like I also do like character design. I do a lot of fan art. Like, I'm the type of person who, when I walk out of a good movie, or as soon as I play a really good game, I sit down and I'm like, I have to draw fan art.
Yeah. It's...
Aw.
I don't know. I technically am that person where I want to draw fan art, but I get so caught up in, like, this doesn't look like the character that I'm trying to draw that it's a miserable experience for me, so I don't do it.
Yeah, I like drawing fan art. I've been trying to draw more of it because I really do like drawing it, and I feel like I don't ever touch my favorite characters, like when it comes to making art of them.
like, I really want to do Bee and Puppy Cat fan art, but I'm just so, because it means so much to me, I don't want to ruin it
Yeah.
with my art.
I know, I literally know what you mean.
I know
That's
what
why
you
I
mean.
literally, like, used to never draw my favorite media, because, like, it just feels like if I'm gonna draw it, it has to be, like, the best. But I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
in recent years, I've been trying to get rid of that, so I can just, like, be happy and draw the characters that I like without worrying about it, because
Mm-hmm.
I love these characters, so I love drawing them. And it doesn't
Yeah.
have to be perfect. I just want to freaking draw them, you stupid brain.
Nice save.
Even every time I draw Link, I look at it like a day after, and I'm like, I could do better than that. Every single time.
The next question is from River Cottage. And they asked, what's your favorite medium to draw in? And what are some artists you draw the most inspiration from?
Ooh.
Well, the second question we have answered in our interview videos, if you'd like to go and watch those.
Oh, that's
True.
true.
Very true.
Because I don't think my answer would have changed much.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, I still have the same inspirations.
I guess I would say my favorite media to draw in is digital.
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
kind of the only one I draw in, really.
Mhm.
I've given up on the traditional art a little bit, and not even intentionally. It's just I don't have any more sketchbooks, and I haven't bought any more sketchbooks. So
I guess aside from digital, because these days I mostly draw digitally as well.
Mhm.
I've also been getting back into colored pencils or pencil crayons, whatever, and also in marker, or combining both is also very fun. been
I've
drawing my
always wanted to
sketchbook a
do
lot
that.
recently.
I just like the texture of the colored pencil on marker, and like how you can build that up, and
Mhm.
I've always just wanted to do that, but I never had the money to get markers. I've only had the colored pencils.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really
Found
like.
my old stash of Copics.
How do
Sorry,
they
what did you
hold
say,
up?
Sarah?
Oh, sorry. I really like painting, actually. Aside from digital art, I really
Ooh.
like painting. I like doing. Acrylics aren't my favorite. My favorite are oil paints, but those are expensive, so I haven't done that since high school.
No.
And acrylics are fine, but I prefer oil paints, and I like gouache. Gouache is good.
Ooh. I still need to try gouache, but it looks so
I
fun.
love gouache.
It does, yeah.
I bought a really popular like gouache palette that was trending a few years ago, and I literally never used it.
I too have I don't think it's the same one, but I also have a gouache palette that's just sitting in my drawer right now.
Yeah.
Because even though I like painting, I used to love watercolor in high school, but I just haven't painted in so long.
Yeah.
Next one is from Willow B. Oh, that's a lie. It is actually from. Oof, I'm so sorry if I pronounce this wrong. Fantasytrom. Fantasytrom.
Well,
But they
let's-
asked, how did y'all become friends? Were any of you IRL friends first? No.
No,
we weren't.
Unfortunately not.
We became friends because the Cafe Etoile server was not always Cafe Etoile. It actually used to be an Among Us server, and I made it right when Among Us was getting popular. And I thought it would be fun to just... I really wanted to play, like, so badly that I was willing to just play with random strangers that followed me on the internet. And I made a whole Discord server for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then an actually surprising amount of people joined because they also wanted to play with random strangers on the internet. And then we kept playing, and then we became not random strangers, and we became friends.
Yeah. It was just the perfect timing for it, because it was like pandemic times and everyone was bored and like lonely and
Yeah, literally.
everyone really wanted to play Mungus, and it worked out really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have
Thank
been
you, Among
inseparable
Us.
ever since. No, literally. You know not what you've done for me.
Real. Yeah. Apparently me being lonely actually made me less lonely. I would have thought.
Whoa.
But yeah, we don't know each other in real life, unfortunately.
We are manifesting Cafe 12 meetup eventually, though.
Yes.
Yeah. The next question is from Willow B. With an extended E, because there's 3 E's. When did each of you start drawing / how long have you been drawing for? Easy question, my entire life. Next.
No, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
As soon as I
Since
could
I
pick
could
up
literally-
a pencil.
A pencil, yeah.
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 Basically.
Since I could draw.
I was
Pretty-
doodling
yeah.
on everything, and it only my art career, air quotes, was launched when my babysitter taught me how to draw.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah.
My mother was a creative and an artist, so thankfully she like encouraged me a lot to get into it, and I've pretty much known that I have wanted to be an artist since forever, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah. There wasn't really ever a time where I didn't want to be some kind of artist. Next one is from Vinci. Do you play Genshin Impact? If so, who's your main? If not, what's your favorite designs from it? Cyrus is the only one who plays Genshin Impact.
In
I
fact,
was
he
an
made us
Ayato
wait for
main.
him to finish playing earlier.
Okay, we were
Oh
waiting
my god, yeah,
on
literally.
other things too. It wasn't just me. I got off as soon as I finished the Spiral Abyss, okay? I was an Ayato main for a really long time, and then they released Nivelet, so I play him, and then I just got Arlecchino, so I am building her right now.
Man, I'm so bad at keeping up with Genshin. I like that new hot lady.
Arlecchino?
Yeah, I like her design. Her design is cool. She's the most recent Genshin design that I've seen that I was like, oh wait, this eats.
Peachy, I like evil women. I was gonna give you a last name and then I realized you don't have one. It would make more sense if I said Pastel, I love evil women, Peachy.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. She's just... wait, is she evil?
Morally
Is
gray.
that spoilers?
Morally
Oh.
gray, okay. I can do morally gray.
It's great.
I also like Hu Tao's design.
Oh, who
I
tells
think-
cute?
Yeah, I think her design has always been really cool.
I think for a bit I really liked, I think her name is Eula,
Yeah.
Ooh,
She's
I
blue.
love Eula.
He was pretty.
and I like that she was a dancer, or at least her trailer was, she was dancing.
She's a dancer.
Okay. Yeah, I
Her
thought she
design
was cool.
slays.
And I also like Kaya? Is that his name?
Yeah!
Oh my god.
Sorry. Love Kaya. Kaya good.
And also, what is her name? Kokomi?
Yes. Kokomi.
She's
Oh
like
yeah,
Oh,
Kokomi
yeah,
has a pretty
yeah.
design.
fish themes.
I love her color palette so much.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty,
So pretty.
mermaid.
My brain was so
Yeah.
blank on which characters I would pick until Six started talking, and I was like, oh wait,
Yeah.
what she said.
I really like the
I-
Fontaine designs. They are very pretty. Nivelet is probably my favorite design right now. My favorite character is Dottore though. Not
Oh,
playable,
right.
is a villain. He's my favorite.
That tracks for you.
Yeah.
On brand.
I love evil genius. They're my favorite.
I played for a while, like forever ago, because it was filling the Breath of the Wild shaped hole in my heart. But then when it got to the point where I actually had to build my characters, Cyrus was a witness as to how poorly I built my characters. When it came to actually like building my characters and grinding, I gave up. Because I just like, I don't know, it just wasn't my thing, I guess. But I do really like the designs and like the art from it.
It's so funny because building my characters is like my favorite thing to do in the game now.
I just don't like grinding. I'm not a grindy gamer.
Yeah, that was what it was for me too. I just, as soon as it gets too complicated, I tap out.
I like did too many side quests and explored too much, so my world level didn't match my character level, and everything got really difficult.
No.
Oh, as for characters though, I do. D-Luca was my man, even though his character model is very, very
so
unfortunate.
Especially if you compare
Very
him to like the
unfortunate.
most recent male models, they are. It is so bad. They need to update his model.
Oh my! I'm so
Oh my
sad.
god, what is his name?
I did like his new outfit.
Ito?
Oh, I was gonna say that
really
too.
Love Ito.
I love Ito. I spent money to get Ito, and I'm not proud of it.
I also really like I'll Hate Them. Yeah.
I've been seeing a lot of fan art of him and his little gay roommate, which I like.
Gabe? Yeah.
Oh my
they're
god,
cute.
yeah. The next one is from Tsukasa Fish. Are any of you going into the industry or being a freelance artist? If so, what kind of projects would you take on? I guess we are working to be in the industry. I don't know.
I would like to. My dream has been to be a character designer on something. It'd be very cool to work on a game, be a character designer for a game.
Yeah.
But the industry is so hard to break into.
It's also really freaked up right now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
like layoffs and stuff in the industry right now, and it's just
So bad.
It's really
It's
difficult.
kind of dangerous being in the industry at the moment.
Yeah.
On the other hand, though, there's been like an indie uprising, I've noticed. A lot of really cool indie stuff has been coming out. So maybe that's the key,
Yeah.
is to go indie.
Yeah.
And that's why I was excited for us to be doing this, because I feel like, you know, ultimately I'd still like to work in the industry, but I'm also happy pursuing art on my own time and just having a regular job on the side.
I would love to
Yeah,
just, like,
literally.
not have to work in the industry to do art for a living, and like my own stuff gets popular enough
That would
to,
also be ideal.
to make a living off of.
Yeah.
But you know, industry is good too if you can get in.
That is also a good point, actually. I would be, like, perfectly happy if what we do just blew up and then this was our job.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's... I think at this point for me that's more the dream than being in the industry, just because it seems like
Yeah.
it's so unstable.
If it gets better.
We really are not at a place right now where having an industry job is like it, you know? Because like even if you have an industry job, many artists have unfortunately learned that you are just a cog in the machine and they will get rid of you so fast.
Yeah.
So even being in the industry is not really like the most ideal scenario to be in at this point. Which is very unfortunate, because I feel like artists should be treasured more in their field.
Agreed.
Yeah. But that's a conversation for another time.
Yeah.
I don't know. What kind
I
of
would
projects?
love to be like a skin designer for like Overwatch or like League, like a game like that.
Ooh.
That would be
Yo.
really fun for me.
That's a good point.
Yeah, those are the kind of projects I would love working on.
I'm not gonna lie, I would love to be on the Fortnite team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was literally about to say Fortnite, because they actually kind of go hard with their skin designs.
Their artists are really good. Even just the random, like, one-off characters that they design are so slay.
Yeah, I think something character design related for some kind of like cute girly cartoon show I would love to do.
Mm-hmm.
Just because that is like so up my alley. I'd also love to do like a music album cover.
Ooh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, that would be
I
cool.
feel like that'd be fun.
Honestly, I haven't really like seen myself wanting to be in the industry. I just really wanted to do art.
Mm-hmm.
The only time I really like looked into that kind of thing was in high school when we were like, when they were telling us we had to find careers to try and get into, and like what we're gonna do in college and stuff. But I wasn't like I was taking it seriously, but also like I kind of don't necessarily want to do that. But I think I would really like to do like sprite illustrations or like just promotional material. Just like illustrations, not necessarily like designing things for anything or yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah, your style would really suit that stuff.
Yeah.
I just think it'd be really fun.
The next one is also by Sukasa Fish. What is the most helpful / valuable tip you've found or learned in art?
I think not underestimating basics.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like,
yeah.
the basics can really help you go far in your art. And I feel like a lot of people kind of, like, brush them off or don't think they're that important. But, seriously, just, like, going back to the basics and refreshing or, like, learning things that you didn't could really help improve your art.
Yeah. I think that's a big thing that a lot of like newer artists or artists who are currently like learning to find their style skip over. Especially if they're like self-taught.
Yeah.
They're just kind of like, I'm just gonna start designing my characters and see where it goes, and then they ask for assistance and like what they could do to improve their art, and it's always that, hey, sometimes you just gotta start from the bare bones, you know?
Like, I know the basics aren't fun, but like if you really want to improve your art and you feel like you're stuck, it's so helpful to just go back.
Yeah. I was gonna say, sorry. Don't rush into finding a style if you're newer, because what was I gonna say? As soon as you learn the basics and you learn how to draw something and you add that to your visual library, then you can understand how to like stylize it and put it into simpler shapes. If that makes sense. Like the better you understand anatomy, the easier it will be to like break it up.
You can't really build the house if you don't have a foundation, you know?
Yeah.
If there's nothing to build off of, then it's all kind of gonna start crumbling.
So true.
So
Bars.
it's like that's literally it. Like, you have nothing to work off of if you don't start with literally what you need to make well-proportioned faces and bodies and have an understanding of everything that makes up the basis of how you create work, you know?
Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
It makes it like infinitely easier on you if you know the basics.
I would say maybe like be confident in your lines.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too.
Because I feel like it not only helps just like creating more, like showing more confidence when you do your work, but it also just like helps you cut the time down.
Yeah.
It shows in your work when you're confident in what you're doing. And it's not that like that doing that means, like, if you're not doing it, it doesn't exactly mean that you're not confident, but I think when I see people draw, it is very clear to see that they have so much more control and are so much more fluid, and their stuff is just like on a whole nother level when they have such confidence in their lines.
Man. Yeah, that makes sense.
And then afterwards, when you're done with the piece, you're gonna feel more proud of it because of how confident, or your confidence spilling onto your masterpiece.
Yeah. Because
So being
having-
more confident will just do you more good.
Yeah, because I mean, like, it's not like having a sketchier style or like taking your time with things is bad or anything. It's literally just like, it like changes your brain chemistry, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Are there any other YouTubers that you like? Any that you would want to collab with? The YouTubers I like versus the YouTubers I want to collab with are different, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I like a lot of YouTubers that would like make sense to collab with. Like, why would I appear on Berleezy's channel for anything?
To draw a thumbnail.
Maybe. Please let me do your next intro.
That's true, but like, I think it's like more like a video collab.
Yeah, I
you know?
Mm-hmm. He's just like playing a game and my PNG tubers in the corner.
Listen, I know I'm dreaming big here, but I kind of feel like we might vibe hella good with Kenji. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
That was gonna be my next answer too.
Am I wrong?
Listen, they can never make me hate Kenji, okay? I think it would be very fun to collab with him.
Like, we're VTubers, he's a VTuber, all the stars have aligned. No, there's nothing else
What
that needs
more
to be
could
required.
we say?
We're funny, he's funny. I feel like I don't watch enough, like, VTubers.
Yeah,
sort
the
of
only
out of our
one I
minefield.
watch is Iron Mouse.
Iron Mouse would be. I would explode.
That's
Six and Cyrus will
That's
not
dreaming
survive.
big.
that is
But-
a crazy up there dream, but it would be so epic.
It would be so cool. I
I
think.
mean, a little bit more tangible. I'd love to like do like an official collaboration with Evelyn.
Oh, that would. Yeah.
Oh
That
yeah.
would be cool.
I was also thinking that.
Evelyn is in Tomakid for anybody who
Is a new
needs to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also feel like it would be so epic if we could do something with Lily Pichu.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
'Cause she-
yeah.
Makes music, so like maybe we could like draw something for her, like a cover or something.
Mm-hmm.
Or she's also an artist, and she's done like artist streams before with like other artists. I don't know, something like that. I also feel like she might like our concept. But yeah, I guess this also may mean that we that we might need to get into some smaller YouTubers
Yeah.
that we could actually realistically
feel like we
collaborate
gotta-
with in the future.
We gotta get out there and meet people within
Yeah.
the realm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though I'm scared and I just want to hang out with my 3 friends. We could-
Also another big reach, but I also feel like it's kind of obvious. Jaden Animations, hello, hello.
Ah, dude.
Oh, by the way, that question was from Cherub.
Oh.
Because I don't believe I said the
Thanks,
name.
Thank you, Cherub.
Let's see. Your local cat boys question is, what are your favorite genres to write in or consume?
Ooh.
Genres?
Fantasy.
I don't really write, but I
Yeah.
like consuming a lot of fantasy, yeah. And I'm a big shoujo girly.
I feel like the large majority of the things that I consume or write are like different brands of fantasy.
Yeah.
Mm.
I tend to go for more high fantasy stuff. Like I'm talking like classic like Lord of the Rings type fantasy. I love that stuff. Hence my obsession with D&D, I guess.
Yeah.
Not sure what else it even really stands out for me. And I also don't really write. Anything that I have about my OCs is like in my head, or something that I had to write to give to a DM for a D&D game. Otherwise, it's not getting written out at all.
I am
literally
multifaceted.
The most I write is for like when I have to write a bunch of stuff for character details for D&D. That's about it.
This is why I would be the one DMing.
Yeah, because
We're waiting.
Writes.
It's taking a long
Please.
time. I'm trying, okay?
And sometimes I like to delve into, like, I don't know what it would be called, but like creepy, eerie kind of stories.
I love. Listen, I'm a big horror
brother.
fan. Big creepy, unsettling.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
I don't know if what I'm thinking about is, I guess it would be horror, but like not so in your face kind of horror, just like yeah, very unsettling, like you said, eerie, like it might get into your head.
Mm-hmm.
Psychological, right?
Yeah.
That's the word.
Yeah.
I love stuff that sticks with you.
Mm-hmm.
I do not, but y'all stay safe.
I also actually it's kind of unrelated. Never mind. Yeah, horror.
Less horror, but definitely psychological stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if anybody needs me to say this for the 5 millionth time ever, but I like literally anything involving magical girls.
Yeah.
No way.
Just in case anybody was not sure about that
Such a
one.
crazy fact.
Princess Nina asks, is it hard managing both your personal art accounts and the cafe? You guys make it look so easy.
It's easy because I don't.
I think the only one of us that consistently posts on their personal account is Peachy.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry guys, this question is only for me.
I only ever post consistently ish on my Twitter because I can just schedule it and leave it whenever I finish drawing. But with Instagram, I'm just like, ugh, I don't want to set up a whole post and like worry about when to post it.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
I do have a Tumblr, but it's like so dusty. Every now and then I'll remember I have it and schedule a bunch of stuff to post, and then it just like dies for a few months.
Yeah. But I've also wanted to like make a theme or put a theme to my Tumblr, and maybe I'd use it more.
Yeah.
But yeah, as the only existing member that keeps up with multiple social media and also cafe things, I would say it's a toss-up. Sometimes it can be a little bit overwhelming, because I also run the Cafe at 12 Instagram along with my own. It's fine for the most part. I wouldn't say it's like the simplest thing ever, but it's fine.
I don't post consistently because whenever I don't post when I have commissions. And like I'm working on commissions like 90% of the time, so I don't ever post. I post on Toy House. I update my little characters' galleries. You can look there if you want. But that's
Put
just
that Toy
because
House on the screen.
that's just because it's really easy for me to just like upload it and leave it there.
Some social media is too high maintenance, and I also just get so overwhelmed trying to keep up with multiple.
Yeah. I also have really bad posting anxiety when I post to like Twitter or Instagram, and sometimes I just end up deleting the post because it's not worth it to me.
Oh.
Man,
Yeah.
Give us your art, Cyrus. Stop
Sorry.
hiding it.
I show you guys my art all the time. They just don't get to see it.
We're gatekeeping Cyrus.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, honestly, the YouTube channel is more frequently that anybody on social media will see as Cyrus's art, so y'all better be happy with what you've got, because he's not gonna give you more. Everybody yell at all three of them in the comments and tell them to post more. Thank you.
Peachy doesn't do it effectively enough, apparently. Because she's always telling us. We just don't listen.
Maybe they'll listen to you guys, please. I'm begging you. I can't be the only one that posts on Instagram.
It's too much effort.
Oh, that last question was by Kayla Plays. I think I forgot to say the name. Oh.
Me?
No, it wasn't. Sorry, scratch that.
I lied.
This next question is by Kayla Plays. How much money do you get from YouTube? Also, what made you guys decide to start this channel, and why a cafe theme? This is a lot of questions in one. So how about we start with how much money we make on YouTube?
Right now,
No.
about $11. Total.
Total, we have made $11 because we are brand new to the monetization. We
Yeah,
just
we-
got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need a certain amount of watch hours, within like, I think it's like a year, in order to get monetization on YouTube. And, you know, we haven't been doing, bad numbers, at all, I would say, considering our following, but we've only just now reached the required amount of watch hours, so we don't really have a good like sense of our actual official revenue, whatever that may be, because it only gives you like a certain amount every, I think, 1,000 views. We've only just started, so we unfortunately can't really actually say what we make on YouTube, because I wouldn't say we're really making anything, because I think the $11 is literally like an estimate. I mean, the reason why we decided to start the channel is pretty simple. We just all were like, y'all want to do YouTube? And everybody was like, yeah, and then we did it.
Yeah, pretty much.
That was basically how it
Ideas
happened.
started coming by, and
Yeah.
we're just on a roll to get
Yeah.
it started.
That was really kind of it. We literally were just like, YouTube? Yes, YouTube? Okay, YouTube.
It was like a 3 a.m. Discord call where we were like, you know what would be fun?
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
we made a YouTube channel. And then
I love telling
the
that
cafe
story.
theme just kind of happened.
Yeah.
We just thought it would be fun to be a bunch of maids.
The Discord server before we debuted was a cafe theme.
Oh, yeah.
And we were like, well, we might as well just go with that because that's how we
Yeah.
met. That was the basis for it.
Because I wanted to turn the Among Us server into something more fun, since like we had like played Among Us for a while, and then we kind of started fizzling out. But I still wanted to keep the server because we had made so many like nice connections. And I was like, well, maybe we can just turn it into like a general server where we all just hang out instead of just being Among Us, so we're not obligated to only hang out when we play Among Us. And so I figured a nice little cafe theme would be cute because I love tea and I love desserts and I love cute things. So I turned it into Cafe Etoile. I think we kind of wanted some kind of like concept anyways, and then we literally just had the one that we already were going with right in front of our faces.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just kind of fell into our lap very perfectly because we were all a bunch of OC designers, so we wanted like an overarching thing.
King Akuma asks, how long have you been drawing and what do you do when you get art blocked? Well, we already answered how long we've been drawing. What does everybody do when they get art blocked?
I tend to draw in my sketchbook, honestly, when I'm art blocked. I either take a break for a day or so, or I just do some doodling in my sketchbook to like loosen up a little bit. Because I think when I do too much digital art back to back, I tend to care too much about the polish of it, and I take it too seriously, and then that's how I burn myself out. So just doing like no pressure, like quick pen sketches in my sketchbook really helped me.
Honestly, I wish I had some kind of like epic solution to when I have art block, but I usually just like don't draw.
Yeah. But
I
to
usually
say,
just,
I
like,
don't really have a...
I just like sleep more and don't draw.
I like to redraw things sometimes. That helps me sometimes. Other times I just kind of have to power through it and trust the process.
Yeah, sometimes that's just what it takes. It just takes like ignoring the fact that you are blocked, which might not be a good idea.
Yeah.
Don't know, but that's also what I do. Sometimes I'm just like, whatever, I don't care if I'm blocked, I'll keep going.
Yeah.
And sometimes it works, but sometimes it just makes me even more exhausted, so, you know.
Yeah, sometimes...
Attempt that method with caution.
Yeah, if I'm art blocked and I try to power through it, sometimes it just is really ugly.
Yeah.
It's happened to me a few times with things that I've had to make for the channel, where I just don't like them because I was art blocked and I didn't like have time to not draw it.
But also don't feel bad about making bad art, because sometimes that's just how it is. Sometimes you gotta get through the pile of bad art to get to the good art.
Yeah.
Goggles with 2 exclamation points says,
You have to yell it.
why did you guys form Cafe Etoile? How long have you guys known each other prior to forming the channel? I feel like we kind of already answered the first one. Because, I mean, we formed the YouTube channel just because we all felt like it.
Yeah. Just for fun.
It was our little passion project.
Yeah, but I made it just because I thought it would be better than staying in Among Us server. But before we made the channel, I think we knew each other for about like a year and a half, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah.
I think so.
That's right.
My memory is
Like
bad,
we
so I'm
all-
trusting your guys' judgment on that.
My memory is also bad, but I think that's about what it was.
Yeah.
Playing Among Us at first, and then eventually we just kind of like sat in VC a lot and just talked to each other. And so that was a lot of it. And then we had a little like D&D campaign with most of us in it. Unfortunately, 6 was not there, but we're working on getting that, where she's gonna be in our next one. But yeah, it kind of transitioned through all these little things that we were doing. Yoon Bae asks, what's your favorite character trope or archetype? I.e. yandere, the hero, anti-hero, etc.
I feel like I kind
If
of...
I could share... Oh, you go first.
I feel like I kind of said it earlier. I really love evil geniuses. Vampires are a huge one for me as well. I also do like yanderes if they're written well. Those are a big one for me as well. That's all I can think of off the top of my head.
I was just gonna say that what immediately came to mind for me, which is what I've been thinking about lately, especially because of Mr. Lyos Dungeon Meshi, I realized that I really like characters, blonde characters that wield a sword and are a little bit autistic coded. Usually my type of character. Every so often they only have one arm.
It's so funny.
What an interesting trend.
Right. I just suddenly noticed a pattern in like my favorite characters and stuff, and I was like, And I think I do blame it on me having an obsession with Link from a young age. I think that just bled into everything ever for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is kind of the blueprint.
Yeah.
They tend to be a little shallow, but I like the, like, fashion girly princess types. Like, your Rarities, your Stella Winx Clubs, your,
Yeah. I love Stella.
who else? I guess, like, Draculaura, but she's not shallow, and she's not really the same kind of personality type.
Yeah.
The cute, like, fashion-forward girlies in shows, they tend to be a little bit obnoxious, though, just, like, I'm not sure if it's, like, intentional or not. I always like those characters.
Probably the shy, sweet characters.
Yeah.
Like, I loved Fluttershy.
Mm-hmm.
Willow.
Yeah, Willow.
Willow Owl House.
Willow.
My baby.
I guess it goes without saying, like, characters that I relate to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I like the characters that, like, seem mean but aren't actually mean, like, at heart.
Oh, yes.
Like Amity
Same.
and, like,
Mm-hmm.
maybe, like, Megumi from, Jujutsu Kaisen. the misunderstood characters that are just grumpy, and sometimes people don't like them because they're grumpy and they think they're mean, but they're not actually mean. They need a nap.
I was gonna add that I tend to really like the cheesy, like, love and friendship will prevail type characters.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking like Luz, Steven Universe, just characters that are really kind in the face of
Vash.
really unfortunate circumstances. Vash! Oh my god,
Vash.
yeah. Him too.
Love him.
Like characters that have every reason to be, like, mad at the world, but they're kind anyway. Oh, I love them so much.
Alrighty, last question.
Oh, last question.
Woo.
Last question is by Duffy. If you created evil sonas, what would they be like?
Blueberry.
I would
Can we
like
think
to
about this?
not talk about this because I want to make a video about it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for that answer.
But we have talked about it a little
Yeah,
bit.
We've already
and
thought
we
of
do
this
wanna get into it.
concept.
I joked that I was already evil and everybody laughed at me. And they called
Yeah,
me
so
a
Cyrus
baby,
would just make
and it
a
was
good version of himself.
Yeah, Cyrus is not evil. Couldn't even make an evil version of himself if he tried.
What the heck? Why are you so mean to me?
But yeah, sorry, we, have just been contacted by our HR department and she says that we can't say anything, so.
Yeah. So sorry we have to be coy with this one, but just know that it will one day come out in the form of a video. So that wraps up our Q&A. Thanks for stopping by, and thank you again for the questions and the lovely characters. We hope we did them justice. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment about what you thought of the video. Make sure to also check out the links to Cafe Étoile and everyone's socials in the description below, and feel free to join our Discord while you're at it. Thanks again, and come back soon!
Bye!
Bye.